Hello, everyone. So glad you could join me. I'm playing Yakuza 5, the remastered version of Yakuza 5. Hey, Quentin. Yeah, mix it up on you. Keep you on your toes. Hello, Sergio. Hello, Meg. Shelby will be here momentarily. She is so generously. Oh, that's right. I'm Saijima now. Bringing me a soda from downstairs. Coca-Cola product. Product of the pride of Atlanta, Georgia. Meg and I were trying to play Baldur's Gate 3 co-op, and then the game crashed, and my Steam decided that validated game file should be as slow as molasses. Oh boy. I've heard some weird stuff about Baldur's Gate 3 co-op, about how you kind of have to have a dedicated co-op character, because like trying to weave your campaign character into co-op, it either doesn't work or vice versa, something like that. I don't know enough about it to know the in-depth details. Oh, look. My refreshing elixir of Coca-Cola has arrived. That's all I remember about going to the Coca-Cola plant, was that it was originally called like something like the refreshing elixir. Like it was almost a medicinal product. Campaign needs to be dedicated because at the moment, unknown if Larian will change it due to popular demand. Your friend's character will not leave if they aren't. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what the thing is. It's not your character. It's other people in your party. As far as I know, you can't send it to the camp, so they take up a slot in your four-man party. Right. Shelby says I should be getting into fights. Oh, that's right. The manhole thing. What is this? What are you? What are you? Why are you standing like that? You look like you could be 7 feet tall. Were you to stand up? Look at your boots. Look at everything about you. Alright, out of the way, folks. That's one way to do it. Alright, here we go. Fight time.
Hello.
Hi there.
I apologize for my tardiness.
That's alright. I got a Coke out of the deal.
Yeah, you did. I got a cat. Very excited. I'm sitting on the floor.
This guy's really getting on my nerves.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I can pick him up and hit him with the other eye. Oh, what is this?
That was a elongated build up and then throw at it. you doing tonight, Mike? There are bikes to be grabbed, Clay, not just mans. Motorcycles. Motorcycles. Not bicycles as in man-powered. Motor-powered. Whew. Mike says he's sleepless, tired, excited for Starfield. Is that coming out soon? God damn, it's hot in this room.
3 days, I think. If it's not out already, I actually don't
September
know.
1st.
Yeah.
Early access tomorrow, says Meg. Meg's on top of it. She knows what she's talking about. All right, so, sir, just make your way to New Serena. We left him talking to Majima. Remember, they had some tripe. I had to explain what tripe was. And they were like, see, the longer that you leave it on here, the better seasoned it is. So Majima basically having his midlife crisis, and Saejima trying to talk him out of it.
I can only think of the word tripe as if you say it like trap from Dragon's Age.
Tripe.
Tripe.
And then Saejima said basically that he was going to be going to prison, serving his time. So he is going to say goodbye to everyone at New Serena, and then going to prison.
All right, then.
We'll see where we go from there.
Are you a fight? You're a fight.
Max thinks it might be 8 p.m. Eastern, but I may be completely wrong on that. Hey, you knew more than I did. Act confident. No one will question you. So my Florida people, Quentin, how you doing? You obviously have power. Max says that is what I do at work.
Leveled up. I got 6. Oh, I got
girl.
Devastating strike after.
Oh, I'm real fucking tired of this weather.
Duh and duh.
Sergio says embargo lives for streamers a bit earlier, if I remember correctly, because Lupo is very excited to ditch Tarkov for it. Sunday, we have a 30% chance of rain. Fuck me. Bull.
Slam a gigantic weapon into your enemy, then strike him again, as only the powerfully built Saejima could.
Y'all, I want it to fucking freeze this winter
Specifically
because my
carrying
ass wants
a
to wear a
motorcycle in
onesie.
the shot.
Quinn says, got a little sprinkle today, nothing major. Yeah, I think Logan, he lost power. I don't know if he still doesn't have power. One of my family members is in Tampa, and they got some wind and some thunder, but she's in a dorm, so, well, kind of a dorm. It's an apartment. Kind of like one of those situations where it's like an apartment sponsored by campus type deal. I think is how it goes, like how Brandon was. So it says onesie, you say. Yes, a onesie. Love my onesie. Got made fun of for it at the dry cleaners, but I don't care. Mike says, I know Jeremy's going to stream it Friday starting at noon.
I mean,
maybe we should be playing Starfield this weekend,
Here's the thing. I know how this is going to go.
He knows how it's going to go, y'all.
Because all the same things that make me think I might like Starfield. Oh yeah, I'm hardcore. Are the same things when people talk about Fallout, or they talk about Skyrim, or they talk about Oblivion, or all of those things. The stories that they have in them are like, man, that sounds great. I would love to have those stories, like, for me to tell people. I guess I can't interact. And
They
it is
probably have-
space, and I like space stuff, and I like exploration, and I like all of that kind of stuff. But when it actually gets down to the moment-to-moment gameplay, I know I'm not going to like it. Because when I actually watch people play Fallout and Skyrim and Oblivion, I go, oh, right. It's all this stuff in between those stories that I can't keep track of. I can't hold my attention, my interest for that long. So there's going to be like key moments in that game that are stunning to look at. And
Wait a minute. No, we're good. Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
okay.
Do apologize.
But I don't have the attention span to play the game. It's the same thing that everybody says about Elite Dangerous. Like, there are some truly stunning things in that game to experience. But, my God, you're going to spend hours, like, flying around aimlessly before you find anything that's worth talking about.
Yeah, but you do love some space games, so there might be a flying aspect to it, or like there might be an aspect to it that you just
And
you can do like.
It depends on how, like, if you had a slider that went from Elite Dangerous to
'Cause you do love yourself some No Man's Sky too.
Elite Dangerous to, I'm trying to think of something that's like crazy simple to play. Sure, like No Man's Sky. Yeah. Like where on the spectrum is this thing going to fall? How much of it is conversation with someone standing in the middle of your screen and you selecting dialogue options? Because that's the thing that that's where I fall off the train. Like, I want to be there, but that presentation lands so flat to me. But if it's a lot more flying, shooting, hearing conversations over the radio, maybe I'm down for that. Oh, Saejima, come on in. I don't understand
Please make yourself at home.
Why this isn't voiced.
I don't know. It's kind of important, I would say.
I wonder if they couldn't get Saijima's voice actor to come back to, or that they couldn't find a good voice actor for Saejima.
I mean, they're gonna at some point. There's going to be a rendered cutscene. There was already rendered cutscenes with Saejima when he was eating.
He has a voice. He has a voice.
Majima.
I love this animation of him just like.
Remember, you got to do the draw.
Toggling back and forth between the two of them.
Make Sergio a happy boy.
I know.
Yes, but it's time for the draw.
Appreciate it, Mama. So they're coming for you tonight, huh? Yep. Who would have thought you'd go from breaking out of one of the highest security prisons down in Okinawa to serving time all the way up in Abashiri? One end of Japan to the other.
Yeah, but see, one was an illegal prison.
Some kind of magic trick. Might not be so bad, though. If you behave, you'll be out in what, 2 years? So I hear. In the meantime, we've got the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance still duking it out. As long as they're roughly equal in power, the Yakuza world order is maintained. But if anything ever tips the scales one way or the other, a war will be the least of our worries. It'll leave an opening for that foreign mafias will come in and exploit. Not to mention all the 2-bit street gangs who don't have to worry about anti-Yakuza laws. That's why even us cops want to see the Tojo clan back to its former heights. Ironic, huh? I don't know. Makes pretty good sense to me. Rather have the devil you know than one you don't. Especially if that devil's already on a leash. Too bad the Tojo clan has far bigger problems than its lack of quality foot soldiers. The leadership's been more or less gutted. All that's left now is plain old businessmen who only know how to do one thing: make money. Numbers look good on the surface, sure, but those numbers are just papering over some serious cracks that'll find their way to the surface eventually. Take that dust up with the Ueno Seiwa clan. Low tier would be a compliment for them. They still managed to take the Tojo for a ride. Not only that, but some of the more remote subsidiaries are turning their backs on the clan. The Tojo's not much more than a husk of its former self these days. I know. That's why I'm going behind bars again. Baptism by fire. One that'll see you end up captain of the Tojo clan when you get out. First and foremost, I'm making amends. That has to come before anything else. Smart. There's plenty of old hand Tojo guys who are pissed about how you walked back into the clan. This'll prove your worth. Keep your own clan members from stabbing you in the back. Bet you long for the days when the cops were the only ones you had to watch out for. Got that right. Looks like our old friend's gone for good this time, too. Meaning it's not on you and Majima to shoulder the clan. Be Daigo's pillars. Still, 2 years away is a long time. Whatever you do in there, don't get slapped with any extra time. You're pushing the luck with the Tojo as it is. Yeah, goes without saying. Bless you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I think I overstayed my welcome. I'll let you lovebirds get some alone time.
Aww.
Hey, come on. You know we're glad to have you around.
But get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yes, it was no trouble at all. You're always welcome here.
But seriously, it's time for you to go. Appreciate it. Yeah. Come back safe, Saejima. Will do. See ya. Well, that's done. Just gotta make sure I'm ready. Then I'm off to the batting center.
Now look at your map.
No questions.
Okay. Yes, you, sir, with the question? Then I have a question for Sergio. Smart ass. Quentin just put a question mark in there. That's all. Alright, Sergio. So we were watching YouTube yesterday and an ad came up after one of the videos because we don't pay for YouTube TV. And it was about this bar. Was it in New York?
I don't remember what you're going to say, so you'll have to keep going before I can chime in.
Well, wherever it was in a city, and they were talking about how they opened up a bar that serves non-alcoholic beer. To which my question is, what? That's a. How do you toe that line?
It's not O'Doul's. It's their own brand of non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah. But hops isn't what makes beer the hops?
Right, that was our question.
Yeah.
Where does the alcohol in beer, where does the alcohol content come from?
At
beer?
What point is it beer versus just carbonated beverage? Mike says, isn't non-alcoholic beer a normal thing? Sergio says, lots of brands brew non-alcoholic beer. Okay. I knew that the non-alcoholic beer exists. Mm-hmm. Trust me. When I was in the hospital a couple weeks ago with that migraine.
For alcohol poisoning?
There was someone in there that was clearly inebriated.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about his non-alcoholic beer.
I remember that.
There were two of them that were absolutely fucking screwed up, drunk, and high. Per Google, the alcohol in beer comes primarily from the metabolism of sugars that are produced during fermentation.
Okay.
The quantity of fermentable sugars in the wort and the variety of yeast used to ferment the wort are the primary factors that determine the amount of alcohol in the final beer.
Huh.
So does that mean that non-alcoholic beer, they just don't...
Like they don't pour in as much sugar.
Right.
In the what do they call that?
Oh, here we go. What's
Heart
more,
or something
purgable?
like that?
Low alcohol beer is beer with little or no alcohol content and aims to reproduce the taste of beer while either eliminating the inebriating effects of standard alcoholic brews or carbohydrates, and thus calories, typically at the expense of alcohol. Oh, Quinn says, I remember hearing something about some celebrity giving their child non-alcoholic beer, and someone had said that it still contains a small amount.
I mean,
That
that's
that seems like a poor idea
uh,
to call it non-alcoholic and then there still be beer in it. Because what if someone who is an alcoholic uses non-alcoholic beer
yeah,
as their crutch?
right.
The celebrity should just give their child a fucking soda. No need to be giving them non-alcoholic beer in the first place.
I
Hold
drank
on.
beer super young.
Yeah, but you weren't a celebrity child.
You don't know that.
Yeah, look at the background picture of him. At some point, he's getting a haircut.
Yeah, probably when he goes into prison.
Mike says, as far as I know, it's so low that doesn't really matter. I think before
Like
you
less
get the
than
effect of
1%.
alcohol, you're having other problems. Why are you fighting hosts?
I don't know. Because they were talking some bull mess on the street corner.
It's weird. I didn't see the story beat on why it is that you're getting in a fight with so many hosts. Quinn says, do you know how many foods say 0 fat or whatever when in reality they just barely miss the minimum amount required to disclose it? Sounds about right.
Right. There was a video about, I think it was like concentrated orange juice or like breakfast foods and stuff like that. And the very specific verbiage that they put on the packaging. So they'll say like no sugar added, but the no sugar will be bigger than the word added. So it looks like it just says no sugar, but it will still have the sugar that is part of whatever fruit that it came from. They are just not adding any additional sugar. But because it is a concentrate, you're actually consuming more fruit than you would be if you just ate like an apple instead of just drank the apple juice.
I
Yeah.
really don't think we should I don't think we should try to deceive people. Like, why are we trying to deceive people into being unhealthy? That's just not fair. It's not necessary.
It's impossible to eat healthy in this country. Like
That's the problem. Yeah.
most people that need to eat healthy can't afford to eat healthy. Like they are like if you can afford as much as it costs to eat with good ingredients, then you are probably not on any sort of assistive income or any sort of social support systems. Like people that have no choice in what they eat because they're like, okay, here's what the coupons will pay for. Here's what the food stamps will pay for. It's all garbage food, so they have no say in what they have in their refrigerator.
Mike says, I mean, no offense, it's just people being dumb at that point. Read the nutritional value. And Quentin says, that's the thing here in America, Mike. Sometimes even the nutritional facts lie.
Uh-huh. And that's what I mean specifically about those, like, the way they word those things, because they're built in such a way to where they're like, oh, this thing is only like 75 calories and maybe 2% of my daily allowance of saturated fats. But a serving size is like 3 teaspoons. And you're like, no one eats 3 teaspoons of this ridiculous product.
Quincy, at least they now allow them to buy milk. You used to not be able to buy dairy products with food stamps.
So
That
bad.
is fucking stupid.
God.
That is essential for children to drink lots of milk a day.
Like,
Mike says, damn, I sure do love 100% natural flavor. Great flavored soda with natural flavors, like it means anything.
exactly. Yep. Majima-san. Good to see you. Majima here.
Remember him?
Oh, yes. He's right inside. Ready and waiting for you. Majima's waiting for me. Should I blow off some more steam before seeing him? Only got a few hours left of freedom after all.
Nah, it's fine. Go ahead.
I'm done. Better go say my final goodbye. Hey, Nishida. While I'm gone, look after Majima for me, will you?
It's just his outfit.
Right. You wear it long enough, it just becomes part of your daily ensemble.
It's habit.
Of course, sir. You look after yourself, too. I will.
That doesn't happen to me.
Oh, Majima Construction.
Sergio!
Still going in 6th.
That's a spoiler. Thank God Majima's still alive. Remember, last we left, he was dead, and I was pissed. Sergio says, whoops. Wow. Totally forgot that.
Nayate.
どないしたんや調子悪いやないかさっきお前にまずい肉食わされたせいやちゅうのは冗談で最近前は打てた球が打てへんねや
Are they doing all of this to make it seem like he's losing his edge to totally sell the fact that 2 years from now we're under the impression that he's dead?
何がや
I don't
も
know.
う俺らもわかないたかが3年とはいえ無所暮らしは体に応えるはずや今からでも遅うない
We're getting older, he says, with his 8-pack abs and his 28-inch waist.
Yeah.
アホいえ俺はそれ25年も続けとったんや心配ないわほんまやなああ
I got some balls I'm gonna be striking now, sir.
I have the power!
It doesn't look a day over 30. I mean, I could shock some of you guys with ages of people that are in the Asian culture because they take care of their skin so well. You're like, I'm sorry, they're how old?
こいつらに相手してもらう腹何倍も用ないしな俺はお前が無所暮らしできるかどうかしっかりこの目で確かめさせてもらうわ
I want to see with my own eye.
Very funny.
兄弟お前ほんまに後悔せえへんな何がや俺とここでやり合わんかったらもう一生殴り合うことないのかもしれへんのやでそれでもいいんやな
Shut up, Saejima. He said he's not going to fight. I'm fine with that.
わかったわ
Yeah, we're cursed when it comes to the batting cages and fights with
God, I
Majima.
hate it's so frustrating.
俺の今の力目ん玉ひんむいてよう
I
見
love
と
that
け
they
や
keep saying I.
Yeah. I mean, he's his brother. He can kind of rag on him.
I mean, Majima said it too.
Yeah. Okay. Sajima can grab an enemy by the legs and swing them around like a weapon. Grabbing an enemy's legs, press
Tiger
B
puppetry.
near a fallen enemy's legs and grab them. Use X or Y. X or Y? Okay. No, get off me. Not you.
You get on me, sir.
I can't. There we go.
And literally the move that we already discovered accidentally earlier.
I want to see what this does. Is that an AoE? Holy crap.
And he said shockwave.
That's freaking sweet, dude.
And so if you knock them all down, then you have no choice but to pick someone up. Get knocked down. Get up there.
Oh, that's a heat move. I have to have heat in order to be able to do that.
And you want to make sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure there's someone next to it for the throw.
Yeah, leg. Oh, so X is like a non-cinematic move, but Y is like the big scripted move. Stomp on your crotch.
It's just rude.
Alright.
That was stupid. He was right there. I mean, come on, game.
I get the both of these? Alright, well, whatever.
どうや兄弟これやったら無所暮らしも問題ないやろそんなん初めっから分かっとるわ兄弟お前の強さは俺が一番分かっとんねやせやったらなんでこないなことしたんや昔のお前やったら真っ先に俺に殴りかかってきたはずやせやのになんでやそれがあかんねや兄弟あ俺はもうお前の相手できへんのや置いたんは俺の方や登場会支える仕事ばっかりしとったらいつの間にか牙抜けてしもうたもう俺の時代は終わったんや何弱気なこと言うてんねん兄弟らしないで俺もヤクザや強がっときたいっちゅう思いもあるせやけど自分のことは自分が一番分かった
Are you really that surprised, Quentin?
これが 現実っちゅうやつや。せやからお前には強いままでおってほしかった。今日はそれが確認できてホッとしたわ。真島。金金言うてもヤクザは最後は力や。力失った人間は力ある人間にその道譲らなあかん。冴島、お前は登場界の力や。絶対に強いままカムロ町に戻ってくるんやで。ああ。ねえ、どっちが見送りしとんのかわからんわ。ほんまや。
Oh, unremastered cutscene.
Oof. Look at all them dead people.
お迎えが来たで。ああ。
They coordinate this? I mean, they're coming to get you tonight, so I guess they must have.
Yeah. Not exactly hard to find.
No. Except when we're crawling around in the sewers.
Yeah.
Could have looked worse.
Awashiri Penitentiary.
December 2012. This is the escape route. Who the hell is this dude? Quincy's okay, maybe not. So I knew the US stopped smoking indoors in the early 2000s, but apparently Japan didn't stop till 2018.
Wow.
Damn. Late to the game.
Salarymen just gotta smoke.
Pretty much.
They're stressed to their wits' end. Chapter 1. Ends of the Earth. Guess they don't cancel rec time no matter how cold it is. Let's see. Anyone I know around?
Haircut.
Exercise time. The cold will be the death of me if I have to stay out here. Alright, let's get a save in. Effing Deputy Warden Kosaka denied me my parole request. What did I do wrong? He screwed me over. New Year's will finally be here soon. I'm looking forward to the traditional meal. Oh, he has good luck meal just like you.
Hey.
I guess if you're in here, there's not much else to look forward to. By the way, did you know that here in Hokkaido they eat the New Year's meal on New Year's Eve? What? They don't eat on New Year's Day?
Yeah.
Nah. My cellmate's from Hokkaido. That's what he said. I'm guessing that's not going to be the case in prison, though. New Year's meals in Hokkaido. Once I get out of here, that'd be a conversation topic. Off topic, I'm probably repeating myself, but AC6 is a great game. I don't think I ever had this much fun with a game in a good well. That's fantastic, Mike. I'm really happy that you're enjoying it. It looks really cool. Like I'm seeing a lot of people playing it. This is too much. I've been dreaming of gourmet dinners every night. Then I wake up to whatever this is. Game's named ACR Fire. Made a name for yourself on the outside, but that don't mean nothing in here. The deputy warden, Kosaka, hates Yakuza with a passion. With all you've been up to, you're public enemy number one in his eyes. Terrible food, biting cold, and cellmates you can't trust as far as you could throw. I know I only have myself to blame, but this is hell on earth. Still, I guess it's better than Okinawa Penitentiary number 2. Now I'm comparing it to some place that might not even exist.
どうしました？珍しいですね。冴島の親分が運動時間中グラウンドにいるなんて。
そんなことないやろ。それよりその親分ちゅう言い方、ええ加減やめてくれ。
今さらいいじゃないですか。同部屋の馴染みなんですし。それに冴島さん、元は東上会の大親分さんだったって話じゃないですか。
誰に聞いたんや？
誰とかじゃなくて、かなり噂になってますよ。昔18人相手に一人で飛び込んでいった伝説の殺し屋だったって。シャバで有名だった受刑者の噂すぐに広まりますからね。あ、そうそう。そういえばそろそろじゃないですか。
何がえ？
仮釈放ですよ、仮釈放。もう冴島の親分が入ってきてから2年くらい経ちますよね。
そんなもんやな。
確か親分の罪状は傷害で3年でしたよね。ならそろそろ仮釈放の許可が下りてもおかしくない頃ですよ。
そううまいこと言ったらいいけどな。
まあここの刑務官、特にあの副所長さんは冷徹な感じがしますからね。
副所長？ああ、あの愛想ない刑務官のことか。
まあお互い刑期も短いことですし、刑務官、特にあの副所長には目つけられないよううまくやっていきましょうよ。ああ、そういえば馬場ちゃんが親分さんのことを探してましたよ。
馬場？
やだな、忘れちゃったんすか？同部屋の馬場ちゃんですよ。
ああ、あの若い兄ちゃんのことか。
馬場ちゃんなんか親分さんに相談したいことがあるみたいでしたよ。俺が相談乗ろうかって言ったら同業の人にしか話せないって断られちゃって。
同業？ちゅうことはあいつも筋もん言うことか。
Can't forget who you don't know.
何の悩みか知りませんが、時間があったら話聞いてみてやってください。
Criminal wisdom.
さあ、あ、大島さんなら知ってるんじゃないですか。あの人運動時間中一歩も動かないでベンチに座ったままグラウンドの様子眺めてますから。
わかった。聞いてみるわ。
Mike says, I know it's dumb, but it feels like a PS2 game in the good way. I never played an Armored Core, and yet it makes you feel nostalgic for the game. I played 4, I think, was the last Armored Core I played, which I think was still on the PS2. I don't think they went to PS3 until 5. I genuinely can't remember. But yeah, it's a wild franchise. The things that it allows you to do, the things that it doesn't allow you to do, like it can be pretty unforgiving in a few ways, but it feels like they've like the whole thing about you can basically lock yourself out of the game by going into debt by failing missions too much, because You have to basically pay for fuel and ammo and repairs. So even if you win the mission, if you burn through all your ammo and take a lot of damage to your armored core, to your AC, then you will spend all of your winnings just getting back to prepared for the next mission. And you might actually lose some. So, like, those are the things that people aren't going to... Well, I don't... People might be nostalgic for that. But, yeah, it's a wild franchise. But I think they've really found a good spot for it with this.
いや、そんなんちゃう。たまには運動しとこか思てな。
そうかい。ところで、まだ俺以外の同部屋のやつら知らないのか。この数ヶ月、あんたがあの連中に目つけられてるってこと。
ああ、話してない。巻き込んだらあかん思てな。
あんた、あの連中から恨みを買うようなことでもしたのか。表にいた頃なんかあったとか。
Ah, my headphones died. Oops.
いや、覚えないな。俺がシャバにおったんは1年ちょっとやしな。
それにしちゃ随分しつこくつきまとわれてんな。半年前、連中がここへ入所してきてからずっと揉め事があったわけでもないのにな。
もしかしたら俺がいた組織に恨みある連中かわからん。
そうか。だが気をつけろよ。最初はよくある喧嘩程度に思っとったが、最近は連中のやり口もエスカレートしてきてる。
I realized I put my mic facing towards the fucking fan when I would reach forward to get my battery, so I apologize if you got a bunch of fan noise.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
あんたどうしてやり返さないんだ。
あかんのや。
What Shelby doesn't know is that every time I set up her computer for her, I swap out her headphone batteries. So that she's always wearing a fresh pair of batteries at the beginning of the stream.
一日でも早うここ出る必要がある。
なるほどな。だから手を出せないってことか。だがこのままじゃ仮釈放まであんたの身が持たない。刑務官には相談してみたのか。
いや。
どうしてだ。副所長の高坂なら取り合ってくれるはずだ。厳しい男だ。反面悪事を見逃すような男じゃない。相談する価値はあるんじゃないのか。
刑務官やら副所長をそない簡単に信用できへん。
沖縄第二刑務所の話だな。俺も噂には聞いてる。確かにあそこならそういうこともあるかもしれん。だがここはあの刑務所とは違う。一度真剣に考えてみたらどうだ。
考えとくわ。
うわ、そういえば同部屋の若造はあんたのこと探していたぞ。
ババちゃんのことか。
Child in prison? What is this, Stone Ocean?
あの若造、出所後のことで悩んでんだよ。
出所後？
ああ。あいつがここに移送されてきてから1年が経つが、その間一度も面会をしに来たやつもいない。一度それとなく訳を聞いてみたんだが、そしたらあいつ突然泣き出してな。
あのババがか。
どうやらあいつ組のために殺し合ったみたいなんだが、捨てられたようだ。
なんやて。あいつ殺人やったんか。
あの気の弱そうなババのことだ。きっと決死の思いで殺し合ったに違いない。でも組はあいつを見捨てた。まあヤクザの世界じゃよくある話なんだろうがな。
ほなここに移ってくる前からもう長いことお勤めしとったんやな。
20歳で人殺して無所に入って10年だ。 帰る家を失ったババに
From the way they keep talking about, oh, the young one in our group, the kid, I was thinking he was 20, not he was 20 when he did it and it's been 10 years. He's 30.
ババは
Keep calling him
数日中に
kid.
も仮釈放が許可されるらしい
I mean, think about the ages of
それ
these
で
two men.
表に出た後
That's, yeah.
何するのか悩んでるんだろうよ
そうか。そんなことが。
あんたもそっちの業界の人なら似たような境遇の人間何人か
Practically an Empryo, says Quentin.
同部屋のよしみであいつの悩み聞いてやってくれよな
ああ。
Well, let's go talk to the kid Baba. The young child of 30.
Baba-chan's a killer. Seems like such a friendly kid. Who would have thought? Where did I see Baba-chan? On a bench up ahead, maybe?
Quince, I don't know if I'd consider that a public phone. He makes a valid point. Public can't use that.
冴島の兄貴
Very small head for his big old body.
Uh-huh.
日村と大島のおっちゃんから聞いたわ。
いやそれでしたらも
どないしてなんや相談したいことあるんとちゃうんか。
う大丈夫っすもう断ってきましたから
断るって何をや。
仮釈放っす
That's why he's considered a kid, because he got the tiny
書
little
状
head.
室で正式に辞退したいって返答してきました
なんやと。
だってここ出たって何にもいいことないしまあ今まで黙ってましたけど実は自分もともとは北海道の組の人間でして
大島のおっちゃんから聞いた。殺し合ったんやてな。
ええ20歳の頃です当時組同士の戦争があってそれで当時俺の兄貴分が本家の直参やっててもう少しで幹部に昇格できるってところまで来ていたんですけど
それでお前がその兄貴分の男に代わってやったと。
はい兄貴は自分が偉くなってすぐに俺が無所から出られるように手配してくれるって言ってたんですけどそれから何年経っても音沙汰なしで最初は入った無所が関西だから面会に来れないんだと思ってましたでも7、8年過ぎたあたりからだんだん現実が見えてきてああもう俺捨てられたんだろうなーって
ババちゃん。
あすいません新規臭い話しちゃってでももういいんです吹っ切れました理由がどうあれ俺は人を殺しただから報いを受けるのは当然なんです10年勤めたところで俺の罪は消えるわけじゃないそれだったらいっそのこと最後まで罪に向き合ってみようかなって
ほんまにそれでええんか。お前ほんまは怖いんとちゃうか。表出んのが。
冴島の兄貴
実は俺もそうや。
How'd you know?
無所で何年も飯食うてると外の世界が怖なってしょうない。そやけどな、いくらここにおっても罪は消えへん。一度心焼かれた人間は表出なあかんねん。表に出て現実に踏みつけられて必死に生きて初めて罪の償いになるんや。そうやって自分の生きる場所見つけるんや。どんな辛い道が待っとってもな。
Wow. Some real deep shit there.
あいつら確か木工作業班の連中。
何の用や。分かってんだろ。うちの班長が呼んでる。ちょっと顔貸してくれよ。
何なんですかあいつら。冴島の兄貴と何の関係が。
お前は引っ込んどけ。なんだ後ろの鍵は。同部屋の若造か。そうか。お勤め中に忠実な兵隊スカウトしてるってわけか。こいつは関係ない。用あんのは俺だけやろが。まあいい。ついてこい。連れてきました、班長。
Oh, that is a scar.
$1週間ぶりだな、冴島。
やるならさっさとせえや。
そう怒んなよ。せっかくのお
That
楽しみ
cat
の
must
時
have
間
been
なんだから
savage.
さ。おー、
God, they are beating the shit out of him.
もうこんなに治ったのか。
Ugh. This man is fucking psycho. Don't. Oh, gross.
始めろ。
What the fuck did this game turn into?
GTA 5 torture scene now. Araki took over. Yep. Watch the Bruce Lee movie where Bruce Lee licks his own blood and gets very mad.
どういうこっちゃこれ。
木工班の釘原にやられたんだ。
釘原って半年ぐらい前に入ってきたあの気持ち悪いハゲか。
理由はわからんが、3ヶ月くらい前から冴島は釘原のグループに狙われていた。週に1度か2度、運動時間中に呼び出され、継続的に暴行を受けている。
大島のやさん、あんた前からそのこと知ってたんすか。
一度冴島が鎮痛剤が欲しいと言ってきてな。理由を聞いたんだ。
なんで黙ってたんすか。
こいつに口止めされていたんだ。同部屋のお前らにはこのことを言わないでほしいとな。
くそ、最初から分かったら俺たちが釘原から守ることもできたのに。
無駄だ。そんなことしたら俺らまで釘原に狙われるだけだ。それに冴島は自らの意志で無抵抗を貫いているんだ。こいつがその気になればあの程度の連中相手にはなるまい。
じゃあなんで冴島の親分はやり返さねえんだ。なんか理由でもあるんすか。
それは
後世が。
いや副所長さん、これは単なる事故で俺たちがやったわけじゃ。
連れて行け。
はい。兄貴、ちょっと待てよ。これには訳が。
日村副所長、ちょっとこれはないんじゃないですか。 食事だ。どうして手を出さない？
副署長、なんであんたがここに？
私の質問に答えろ。なぜ手を出さない？
別に。ただ飯が喉を通らんだけ。
飯の話じゃない。釘原のことだ。お前が釘原たちに暴行を受けていることは知っている。だがなぜお前はそのことを黙っているんだ？おとなしくしてれば仮釈放が早まるとでも思ってるのか？甘いな。私は理由はどうあれ、署内の風紀を乱す人間を模範囚として認めはしない。特に出所してからも裏社会に関わろうとしている人間はな。だが私も刑務官だ。むやみに暴行を受けている囚人を放っておくわけにもいかない。お前が釘原たちに暴行を受けないよう対処するくらいのことならできる。お前さえ良ければ刑期終了までこの懲罰房に置いてやってもいいんだぞ。私が所長に一言反省の色なしと報告すれば済むことだ。どうする？
余計なお世話や。
何？
もし俺がここにおったら、同じ坊の人間が釘原たちに狙われてまうかわからん。
同部屋というだけでもう仲間気分か？
そんなんちゃう。せやけど俺やなかったら耐えられんで死んでまう。釘原の標的は俺でええんや。
自分が標的になることで他に被害を出さないつもりか？これは私の推測だが、あいつらの狙いはお前だけだ。いくら釘原といえど手当たり次第暴力行為を重ねるようなバカな真似はせんだろう。つまりお前が耐えるだけ無駄ということだ。
要件はそれだけか。
食事が済んだらすぐに懲罰房から出してやる。それでいいんだろ？
おおきに。
貧乏ゆすりやめてくれ。気になって仕方ね
え。すいません。
冴島のことが気になってんのか？
気持ちはわかるけどよ、俺らじゃどうにもできねえんだよ。それに懲罰房なら少なくとも3日は帰ってこない。ゆっくり待つしかねえだろ。
そんなこと分かってるんですけど、なんかどうしても落ち着いていられなくて。
そういやお前、冴島さんに相談があるって言ってたけど、話できたのか？
ええ、ま
あ。何の話だったんだよ。冴島さんにしか話せない相談だって言ってたけどさ、俺らにも教えてくれたっていいじゃねえか。
それは
なんだよ、言えよ。
出所後のことだろ。極道門にはここ出た後もいろいろな事情が待ってるだろうからな。
なんだよ、そんなことか。そういやお前、そろそろ仮釈放だもんな。いいよな。今頭ん中夢いっぱいって感じなんじゃないの？
いや、それがそういう感じじゃないっていうか、
断ったらしいじゃねえか、仮釈放の話。刑務官から聞いた。
It's a good point. Yeah, like it's a well-appointed cell,
嘘だろ。
big enough for 3 people to lounge around comfortably.
まだ罪を反省できてないとは言ったらしい。
そんなこと言ったら 仮釈放取り消しになるに決まってるじゃねえか。気でも狂ったのかお前。
どういうことなんだババ。
冴島の兄貴。
お帰りなさい冴島さん。懲罰房行きにしよう。随分とお早いお戻りで。
ああ、ようわからんけど副所長の男がすぐに戻れるように手配してくれたようや。
副所長ってあの高坂が？
署内の揉め事にはいつも厳しいあの男がどうして。
さあな。そやけど仮釈放を期待すなって釘刺されたわ。あの男極道門が嫌いらしい。
まあ高坂は厳格な男だからな。あんたがシャバの大物ということを知って署内で下手に人脈を作らせないよう警告したかったのかもしれないな。
しかしよ、そんなヤクザ嫌いな副所長相手にわざわざ出所したくねえなんていうバカもいるんだから、ほんとおかしなもんだぜ。
ババちゃん、やっぱり考えは変わらんが。
明日にでも高坂に再面談を申し出たらどうだ。まだ正式に仮釈放取り消しの決定が下ったわけじゃない。改めて反省の色を示せば向こうも仮釈放を認めるかもしれない。
ああ、もう辛気くせえな。せっかく冴島さんが戻ってきたんだ。こんなバカほっといて、もっとこうパーッと明るい話でもしませようぜ。そうだそうだ。
なんやこれ、地図か。
これは札幌の月見野の地図だな。
ほらみんな集まって。それじゃいつの日かここから出られる時のことを考えて気分転換しましょう。
気分転換？
ねえ、イメージトレーニングってやつですよ。いろんな想像を巡らして頭の中で月見野に行った気分になって思いっきり遊ぶんです。
ちなんだそりゃ。ガキの遊びにもならねえじゃねえか。
そう意地張らないでやってみれば楽しいですってね。冴島さんもやってみましょうよ。ほらババ、お前も来い。
はい。
いいですか。それじゃあみんな月見野の街を頭の中で想像してみてください。
あいにくやけどな、俺は月見のよう知らん。
そういや冴島さん北の人じゃないですもんね。じゃあこういうのはどうです。俺が月見野に行った頃の話しますから、冴島さんは俺になったつもりで思いっきり頭の中でそのシチュエーションを想像してみてください。きっと本当に遊んだような気分になるはずですから。
Anyone else feel like we're playing a Kojima game that we've been just in cutscenes for like
まあええけ
I
ど
40
keep
minutes now?
touching my controller so it won't go to
それ
sleep.
じゃあ言いますよ。
It's been so long since I've interacted with this video game. So this is Tsukimono. Tsukimino. Yep, gorgeous, right? Wow, this is Shadow of War, and that's Celebrimbor.
This is very weird.
Can't tell. I can only imagine a little of it from your map. No problem. I'll tell you a story from when I was there. That'll fill in the gaps in your imagination. I don't get it, but okay. Where to begin? I know. I'll tell you about a time I visited a hostess club. The club was in the south part of town, on Lavender Street. Yakuza the visual novel, yeah. Alright, I'll just imagine myself walking there, I guess. But I'm not wearing the right duds for it. Much better. Been too long since I wore this. Okay, off we go. Lavender Street awaits. Oh, God. I can upgrade my abilities in this ghost form, so that's great.
Are we gonna be fighting in this ghost form? I
I
don't know about that.
have no idea. Stop skipping over. Okay. Boost your health value. Ball throwing? Sure. That'll do. And the health gauge. Very nice. Yeah, it's just gonna be like Fry remembering his last night in '99. I left my ghost behind.
I feel like I don't have my glasses on. That's why it looks like this.
Uh-huh. Here's the club. Looks cool, huh? Looks expensive is what I was gonna say. You can afford a joint like this? At one point in my life, I had 10 million yen to play with. Ah, those were the days. You're BSing me. 10 mil? Oh yeah, I might not look it, but I used to be a real high roller. Now I look like Uncle Fester. Go ahead, pretend you've got oodles of yen burning a hole in your pocket. You need to party hard tonight. 10 million yen appeared in your wallet. Wasn't too hard to imagine. There you go. Doesn't it feel spectacular to be loaded with cash like anything's possible? That's how I felt as I went into the club. And then a cutscene shot started and someone else was dead and I got blamed for it.
Ha!
Welcome to the Rose Hip. Our establishment has 8,400 yen minimum, along with a 3,150 yen cover charge. Requesting a specific hostess incurs yet another 3,150 yen fee. Would you like to join us today? Oh yeah, we're loaded today, buddy. Let us see your most popular girl. There is my fancy way of asking the club to bring us their girl, Kage-chan.
Wow, that's an outfit.
Yeah. She looks like a Mortal Kombat girl.
Hello there.
Well, isn't she hot? Kage-chan here is 26 years old, a Scorpio, and her blood type is A. She has a younger sister, and she watches martial arts. She is from Mortal Kombat.
Yep, you called it.
So I came here today to enjoy a sweet evening with Kage-chan.
What would you like to order?
I'm gonna say the Champagne Tower.
I
Unless
mean, you
tell
might
me
as...
otherwise.
Oh, you don't have enough money. Oh, right.
Yes, I do.
Blow all your money on the Champagne Tower if you want.
All right.
Go ahead. Do it. Such as we are looking respectfully. Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, buddy.
You're so generous, Saejima-san.
Oh, these water physics
Ooh.
look terribly. You have to have seen this before. Like, you work here.
Sergio.
冴島さん、どちらからいらしたんですか？
Where did you come from, Saejima-san?
Tokyo.
月見野にはお仕事で？
Ah, what brings you to Tsikimino then? Work? I don't think it really matters what the fuck you say.
Yeah. But
Prison.
yeah, it wound up finishing less time than I thought.
じゃあ
Oh, so now you can relax and enjoy?
Wish it was that simple.
私仕事でカムロ町に行ってたことがあるんですよ。
I went to Kamurocho for work before, you know.
Oh, for a hostess gig?
はい
Yes, just to make some money.
Impressive. You hopped on a plane to Kamurocho just to work in a cabaret club?
そうです。
That's right. It was a lot busier than here, and the pay was better too.
Make a lot of money, did you?
そうですね。
I did, but I spent it all.
東京で買い物したり、クラブ行って遊んでたりしたら、
I went
稼いだお
shopping
金
and
全部吹っ飛んじゃった。
Tokyo and hit up the clubs. Before I knew it, I spent all I earned.
You're a big spender, huh? Ain't
Suju
nothing wrong with
says,
that.
sorry. Ma'am, you're very close. Listen, I don't super mind, but yeah.
本当ですか？
Oh,
And
no,
here's
she's getting
closer.
closer.
でも
You
私はも
think
う
so?
ちょっと
I
貯
feel
金して
like
お
it
け
would
ば
have
よ
been
かっ
better
た
if
か
I'd
な
have been able
って
to
思
save
っ
at
てるん
least
です
some of that
よ。
money. Max is not money responsible, and Quentin says, did you happen to work for a man named Majima? Or Kiryu? Or maybe Kiryu. Yeah, they both at one point ran a cabaret.
This woman's heart's going to explode. We need a bigger meter.
You think so too, Sajima-san? To tell you the truth, I don't actually regret it much at all.
You live by your own rule, don't you?
Sajima-san, if
Nope,
you
that's me.
make... Oh, no.
Sajima-san, if you make the girl do all the talking, she's going to think you're boring. What do I do then? Sometimes you should be the one to bring up a topic to talk about. Or maybe you can try ordering something else. You may know a guy named Yuya. He's a manager. Oh my god, if she brought up Stardust. Maybe start by asking her on a date. Say what now? Kind of a big thing to start with. What are you talking about? No guts, no glory. Oh, well, I'll give it a shot. None of this
You're in
is
a
actually
fantasy land,
None of
sir.
this is happening. I mean, she's top of the meter, so if it ain't gonna work now.
Knock it out. Sure.
She has chickle physics. I just saw it on her model.
Of course you're looking at her boobs.
Want to go on a date after this?
この後ですか？
After my shift, you mean? Sure. I've been wanting to spend some more time with you too, Sajima-san.
Oh, really?
Of course, that would be sad if you got dumped in your own dream. Mike says, on her model. Yeah, sure, mate. You weren't born in Tokyo, were you, Sajima-san?
Nah, I'm Kansai.
やっぱり関西の人は
I
言葉
knew
が
it.
すぐわ
You
か
can
り
tell
ま
if
すから
someone's
ね。
from Kansai right away from the way they talk.
Uh-huh. That's right, I was counting the polygons.
ほんなら
How about you?
私は北海道生まれ、北海道育ちですよ。
I'm Hokkaido, born and raised.
You're a country girl, huh?
そうそう、ドさん。
Yep, that's me, country through and through.
そうか
Where in Hokkaido?
札幌です。
Here in Sapporo.
Really? You don't got an accent, though. Is that because you spent time in Tokyo?
いえ、子供の頃。
No, it's because it's a dream. I've just never had an accent, even when I was a child. People from Hokkaido don't have accents. I don't think you should go with bull crap. Huh.
Now that you mention it, no one I've met there has had one.
今は
Suji says, I'm from Kansai. Can't you tell by the stereotypical southern drawl my English voice actor is using? It's because we hear how they speak in Tokyo on TV. Maybe our grandparents might have accents, but our mothers and fathers certainly don't.
Hokkaido is a pretty big place. Maybe Sapporo is the exception.
多分
ひょっとして
You don't know your own dialect, then?
知らないって
It's not that I don't know it. Like people say way instead of very. Not me, though.
そうか
I see. Maybe it's just a sign of the times.
青森とか東北の人の方がメッサが
Yeah,
待ってま
people
すよ。
from Aomi and other parts of Tohoku Tohoku have a hella thick accent, though. Hella.
せやな。
I'll bet. I can tell it's from Tohoku right away. Her accent's something else.
冴島さん
But you have an accent yourself, Saejima-san. What's the big deal?
F and A. Kaguya, F and A. Kansai's different. We used to be the heart of Japan. That means the Kansai dialect is true Japanese.
どういう理
What?
屈ですかそれ
Ooh. Ooh, your hearts went down.
F you, lady.
What kind of logic is that? So it says, good night, y'all. I expect a recap tomorrow during Pikmin. Got it. Guess you should probably do something.
I'm gonna make an additional order.
Ain't getting that date now. Yeah, we gotta smooth those things
何
over.
頼みます
Look at that fruit platter.
Urutu prata.
はい
Look at that.
And she's back,
Back
up to put
on
money.
top.
Oh.
あ
And now she's gonna feed you. The chicken is cheaper than the fruit. Yes, 100%
冴島さん
it
は
is.
お化けとか幽霊って信じます
Do you believe in ghosts or spirits, Saejima-san? This is the longest fucking date in Dreamland I've ever had to experience. With
I can see him, so I got no choice to believe in it. Hey, there's
on
one
up.
right behind you now.
Be right back. You can read her line. Oh
そう
god.
いうの
Oh
ほんと勘
god.
弁してくださいよ
何
What's got you so scared?
私子供
Shelby is stepping away. I've just hated ghost stories ever since I was a kid. Anytime I'd hear one, I'd be so scared that I had to leave the lights on the entire night.
昨日たま
Yesterday, there happened to be a show about ghosts when I turned the TV on, and so, thanks to that, I'm all sleep deprived today. Sleep deprived today. Why are you so
No.
scared?
なんか
Ghost I saw in a horror film as a child was terrifying. I think it wound up becoming some sort of childhood trauma. A movie? You know it wasn't real, right? Probably just some costume with a guy inside it.
映画の中ではそう
It may have only been a movie, but wouldn't it be scary if it were real? Should I reassure her that there are no real ones? I think so.
まったく。
There are no real ones. No sense in getting all spooked by them.
冴島さんさっきいる
Sajima-san, you were just saying that they do exist. Did I?
もう適当にごまかさ
All
ない
right,
で
I
く
get
だ
it.
さ
You
い
called me
よ
on it. I'm trying to reassure you
私
here,
本当に
lady.
怖いんですから
すまん。
そろそろお時間となりますが
You're coming up on your time limit, sir. Would you care for an extension? No, because I'm above the mark. I think I'll be okay. See, here's my ghost friend.
冴島さんじゃあまた後で
See you later. You bet. Boom. E rank. Sajima-san. Thank you for waiting. Where should we go? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the neighborhood. This is going to be a regular. I mean, apparently, there's girls to date. Come on, man. Karaoke. Where else would you go on a date? How about karaoke? Oh, I haven't done that in quite a while. I'd love to.
いらっしゃいませ
Welcome. How many people are in your party?
I love being a ghost going to karaoke.
Yeah. Two. And Himura's over like, hey, what about me?
He's here to guide you on your ghost journey.
Mm-hmm. He likes to watch.
God damn it.
In this rhythm action game, you press button. I know how to do the karaoke. You can switch.
Co-op
between-
lucid dreaming.
Yeah. Wave hands. Alt. Oh, I That's a new one. Karaoke with Sajima-san. This is going to be great.
Ah, yes. Demi.
Dame Dane. Should I sing? I've been listening to Rogue of Love a lot lately. Maybe I should go with that.
I guess you're going with that.
It seems like it. Look at me clean and jerk over there.
Jesus. God damn, you're clapping.
Lose of love.
What?
Everybody say lose of love.
What? Oh, Sergio, I hope you watch this back later on, because this is atrocious.
Lose of love. Go, go. Oi, 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 oi. Come on, baby.
Oh, you're standing up now, throwing punches. Up, yep.
He has no rhythm. He has absolutely no rhythm. The timing on these makes no sense.
It's the fucking worst. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, we're getting into the good cutscene.
Yeah, and I can't watch it.
Oh, it's her walking on the sidewalk
Does she have physical
dramatically,
physics? No.
leaning up against a pole. Sexily putting on lipstick. I agree, Mike's dude is ruining the song.
Everybody say lose of love. La 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 lose.
God dang.
La 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 la. That was awful. Oh, we're still going. So is that going to be the karaoke in this game? Because I'm not digging it.
Oh boy. Where's Bakamitai?
I don't know, Quentin. That's a really good question. What
Well,
is a
top
good
was like-
score?
I'm imagining perfect is 1,000. So I got pretty good.
That was so much fun. Now I want to hear you sing, Saijima-san.
Oh, I suppose we will. All right, I'll do it. You got any Skinner?
Did she not hear your backups? Nah, man, she thought it was beautiful. She fucking tone deaf. She tone deaf, had no sense of rhythm, nothing.
Oh God, look at these combos.
There you go, getting it. Quincy's, why is she jumping up and down and throwing punches while yelling
yeah.
random nonsense? She doesn't like us as much as we like her, apparently. All right. Trevor's here. He says, I didn't know it was this song.
Uh-huh.
You know this song?
Bakamitai. Everybody knows Bakamitai.
I don't.
That is item number 1 on Yakuza Karaoke.
I never listen to the songs. I always pay attention to what's going on in the background of those things because they're usually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Did you get the same score as last time?
That's why Quentin keeps saying Dame Dane.
He says it's a meme song. Mike says it's not a meme song. It's a perfect song.
Yeah. I like 24-Hour Princess.
I like Super Bowl. Oh, hold on. Email time in this dream.
Your time is almost up. Please bring the microphones of your check to the front before leaving.
Check. Because it's fucking 2000.
ありがとうございました。
She says, yes, good song, but used in memes. Oh,
Yeah.
I 100% believe you. That it's a
And
meme.
so, I had a wonderful karaoke date with darling Kaguya-chan. How'd you like it? Did you picture it in your mind? Been a while since I talked to a woman, but it was a good time, even if imaginary. Glad to hear it. So after all that fun, I was just famished. Decided to go have a meal. Suddenly, hunger welled up out of nowhere. Food, huh? Nothing around here looks any good, though. Nonsense. There are loads of good places to eat in Tsukimino. My go-to joint is Matsuo Lamb Barbecue. There's a mutton hot pot. But if you're not that hungry, you can get a small bite to drink at Gindako Highball Tavern. And if you're still hungry for female company, there's Izakaya Hanako as well. Where did I go on this particular night? Let's just imagine eating wherever Saejima chooses. Mutton barbecue, takoyaki, or pub. Any of them sound pretty good. I think I'm going to find a save point. Is what I'm going to find.
If you want to, you can go eat. If you want to finish out this little...
Oh, is that like the last thing?
Yeah, and there's one thing after that, so... But to be honest with you, then you're probably going to go to another cutscene, so... maybe you should, because it'll cutscene for 40 fucking minutes again.
Here again, I feel like I'm playing Deadly Premonition.
This is cool. My phone just gave me a notification.
Okay.
It just told me that my watch battery is fully charged.
Oh, that's neat.
My watch is not on my wrist. It is on the charger in my bedroom.
That's pretty cool.
That is really fucking cool.
All right.
Oh, save? Sorry.
Get us out of here.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Oh, Princess Mine does that too. It's because we got them new phones and new watches. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you very much to everyone for watching. If you like what you see, the follow is free. Whoop. Or you can hit that subscribe button. If you want to know more about what we're going to play during the week, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Threads, and join our Discord. We post the schedule on Monday evenings. And go to our website to get links to all that information. That's carpetboredom.com. And check out our 2 podcasts, the Carpet Boredom Podcast and Help Me Understand, which is Clayton and Brandon talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Tomorrow was supposed to be me and Logan playing Pikmin 4. Doesn't look like that's going to happen.
What?
So
Because of the storms?
he still does not have power.
Oh,
so
yeah.
me and Clayton will figure out something and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll let you know when we know.
Yep. Maybe we'll play some Kerbal.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Good night.